Hey guys, first regards in here, and I'll be talking about the best assault build for Space Marine 2 patch 13 for operations and hard stratagems. Now, this patch, the assault really didn't receive like any major changes, and because of that, his best build is still pretty much the same as well. So we're going to be using the Power Fist. Now, when it comes to the assault class, you do have a few options for the melee weapon, but in my personal opinion, I think the block Power Fist is still the best overall, just because this weapon has a ludicrous armor restoration onto your adrenaline surge charges, a ludicrous damage, and also the downside of 1+ speed here just does not matter because you pretty much only use this as a charge attack, and also this weapon saves you a ton of ammunition on the assault because it effectively works as a ranged weapon. Now I will say, if you want to use the balanced version, you can do this. This weapon is also very strong, and the thing about the assault class is that he's actually better with balanced weapons than like pretty much every other class in the game because he can animation cancel out of his own parry animation with the jump pack dash. So anytime you use a jump pack dash in this game, you will cancel out of any animation you are currently doing, and because of that, you don't have to deal with the awkward parry window of a balanced weapon, because if you're ever gonna like miss a parry on this weapon, you just hit your Q button or whatever your class ability is and just dash out of the way. And because of that, weapons like the balanced hammer, weapons like the balanced power fist are very strong on him, and even stronger than I would say they are on like the bulwark and stuff like that. Now for the perk tree, regardless of which variant you are using, we do build it this way, starting off with the perk perpetual strength. Melee damage increases by 5%. Moving here to the perk Heavy Preparation. Heavy attack preparation times reduced by 30%. Applies to the following attacks: Thrust Jab, Back Fist, Hammer Hook, Back Fist 2, and Thrust Jab 2. Really, heavy attacks are all that matters on this weapon, and because of that, you pretty much always want this perk. You never really want to take the perk up here, Swift Recovery. It's just not worth taking on the Power Fist, and this one is far better. Next perk here, Perpetual Strength, again, up here into another Perpetual Strength, excuse me. And then we grab the perk here, Focus and Tension. When your health is below 30%, you will take 50% less health damage while preparing heavy attacks. This will actually make you very tanky on the charge attack, because the main playstyle of the Power Fist is that you effectively trade with enemy attacks and get your HP back off the execute. So you charge your thrust jab, you will one-shot them off your thrust jab, and whatever HP you lost, you will get back off the execute immediately. So this allows you to survive that initial charge, and then you get your HP back. So definitely pick this up. Next perk here is Tide of Battle. Power wave forward distance increases from 4 to 8 meters. This perk description is still incorrect. This actually turns your Power Fist from 10 to 20 meters on the power wave, and that means your weapon can punch enemies from 20 meters away, which turns your weapon into a ranged weapon. So definitely pick this up, one of the best perks in the whole tree, and you want this on like any setup, even like the heroic one. Next perk here is Strength of Will for a 20% range damage reduction while performing a heavy attack. Then we pick up Following Blow into the perk here combo, and the final perk Majora's Slayer for 10% more damage against Majora's, because this is nice for some breakpoints. That's pretty much all there is for the Power Fist. Now, I do want to mention a couple other options here, since I know some people have questions about that, like, do I have to use the Power Fist? Is that really the best build? I do think it's the overall best, but some top tier options do include things like the Block Power Axe or the Balanced Power Axe. These are both very powerful options, and the way I would set up the Block and Balance version is with the perk tree setup like this, starting off with Perpetual Strength first, moving here into the perk Coup de Grace. The last strike of a light combo deals 25% more damage. And then we grab Perpetual Strength and Perpetual Strength again, moving here into the perk Counterattack. The first light attack within 5 seconds after a perfect parry or perfect block deals 25% more damage. And then we grab the perk Riposte. Overhead strike damage after performing a power backstep is doubled. This is amazing on the new heroic variant, on the balanced version, and the block version, because this double damage is just super damn strong in the game currently. And the next perk here is Hard Target, moving here into the perk Tactical Retreat for 25% more damage on power backstep. Then we pick up the perk Power Wave to damage more enemies with our power backstep, and the final perk is Cleaver for a 10% buff against Majora's and higher, because this is one of the best melee buff perks in the whole game. That's how I would set up the Power Axe. I'll probably like a full guide on this later, but for now, just know like these are the two best options in my opinion. Now for the Thunder Hammer here, I would say the balanced and block version are once again the best version for this, because fencing has kind of fallen off in this game for a bit now outside of the Argent Edge. And for the perk tree, I would just set it up like this overall. You know, when it comes to hard strats and operations, the perk here Seismic Chain and Shattering Impact, these go off a lot more because there are just fewer enemies in siege mode, and the balanced version especially takes full advantage of the double ground slam. He pretty much just like combo guys endlessly, so really good for him. If you want to skip over the perk here Offense Initiated for the perk down here after Aftershock, you can definitely do that. This is just how it's set up the Thunder Hammer, and that's pretty much all there is for the melee selection. Now for the secondary weapon, I still think the best secondary in the game is the rate of fire plasma pistol overall for the assault class. This has top tier contested health recovery, top tier damage, great stagger for both chaos and tyranids. The only place this gun kind of suffers is ammo economy and damage against zoanthropes and neurothropes. You don't actually have a headshot multiplier on plasma weapons in this game, and because of that, the zoanthropes especially are pretty damn irritating, but you do have a power fist usually on this build, and that will allow you to just one-shot them, or like damn near one-shot them out of the sky with a proper power wave anyways, so not too much of a downside on the assault build here, which is why it's the best. Now, for the perk tree here, we do build all ammo economy first with plasma collection over here into the perk rapid cooling, and then we go down the same tree like perpetual velocity for faster charge rate, efficient charge for better ammunition use on our charge shots, and divine might for more damage, because ammunition is the name of the game on this gun, and usually you're using this one to maintain your contested health because that's what it's really strong for. And like if you're in a really shitty scenario where like you lose all of your HP for a second, being able to charge up one shot and get all of your health back, that is incredibly potent as an effect, which is why it's the overall best. Now, for the bolt pistol, you could take the heroic heavy bolt pistol or the heavy bolt pistol ammo variant. These are also quite strong on this class. It's like the second best option overall for him over the other versions, including the new bolt carbine. And I would set up the perk tree this way. But like that's pretty much all there is for the secondary on the assault class. Now, for your perk tree, I would take overcharge first. Damage from held and charge attack melee damage increases by 25%. This is a 25% multiplicative melee damage buff to your heaviest hitting attacks on the Power Fist, Thunderhammer, and Power Axe, so you pretty much use it on all of them. It is an incredibly potent perk effect, and I pretty much pick this up all the time. And the next perk here is Consecutive Execution. Killing 7 enemies wraps a session for critical charge by 1. The cooldown is 90 seconds. Now, in this column, you have a lot of good options. Now, you could take Defense Mechanism. This one is safer overall for that slower CHP fade, and Auxiliary Arsenal does help out your secondary weapon damage. When it comes to like pure utility, Consecutive Execution is just the best because more equipment means more Melt-A-Bombs, that means more Pyroblast canisters, and being able to use those over and over, that will save your life, so a really strong option here. Next perk here is Knowledge of the Enemy. Melee damage increases by 15% against Majoris and Extremis enemies. This is a pretty self-explanatory perk. It's just a flat damage increase against enemies you want to kill all the time. So a 15% melee damage buff here against Majoris and Extremis. I pick this up because it just helps me out in Space Marine 2 whenever I'm playing the game. Now, alternatively, you could take Perseverance for a 25% health damage reduction while performing a charge attack. This will function during your Power Fist, Thrust Jab, your Aftershock, and stuff like that, and that does make you substantially tankier. It's just Knowledge of the Enemy is better for those breakpoints, and Active Attrition doesn't do a ton for you on this build, but there are some other ones I will be going into in the future that will help out with this perk. Next perk here is Strategic Strikes. All team members deal 20% more melee damage against Extremis and Terminus level enemies. This is still the best perk for this build on the Assault. Like, really, the Assault is a melee powerhouse in Space Marine 2, and more melee damage like this is just incredible for him, especially on a Power Fist. Next perk here is Furious Strikes. Hitting an enemy with an attack after a jump pack dash for his jump pack's ability charged by 1. The cooldown is 10 seconds. Now, this will allow you to go jump pack positive with the perk over here, Commitment, because basically what happens is this gives you a free jump pack after a perfect dodge with a jump pack dash, but because you get that free jump pack, you can then trigger this perk's effect and get another free jump pack, so you're effectively up another jump pack, which is a super powerful perk combo, and one of the reasons this is the best perk combo in the game for Assault currently. Next perk here is Wings of Flame. A jump pack dash, it damages enemies on trajectory and always works as a perfect dodge when dodging an attack. All this does is it means that the entirety of your jump pack dash, as long as you enter the perfect dodge window of an enemy during that time period, you will get a perfect dodge, trigger things like Commitment, and also just trigger free damage regardless. So really powerful perk option. You can pretty much trivialize bosses like the Carnifex all on your own with just this perk, and also this perk will damage enemies, while perks in our Prestige perk tree like Hammer of Wrath will do free damage reduction for us as well, so a really good synergy there. Next perk here is Aerial Grace. After a perfect time dodge using a jump pack dash, you will deal 30% more damage for 10 seconds. A 30% damage increase to your melee and ranged weapons here is really nice because you will be using your jump pack dodge all the time the better you get within the Assault class, and because of that, this buff will trigger quite often. Though I will say, if you want an easier perk to activate, you can take the perk here, Pride and Duty. After a finisher, ground pound deals 25% more damage for 10 seconds. This just triggers on like any execute in the game. It could be a Hormigaunt, could be a Zangor that's like lunging at you. Doesn't matter. A 25% buff to your ground pound is established, and also a 10-second uptime is a very long uptime for like any perk effect like this. and I just take this one because I'm more comfortable with the jump pack dodges. Next perk here is Commitment, a perfect time dodge using a jump pack dash for jump pack's ability charged by 1. This perk is incredible now. The jump pack dash will animation cancel anything you were doing, like I mentioned before, so having the opportunity to get free jump packs from this perk, that's just the best option. I mean, the other ones here, like Takeoff and Amp Ammunition, they're not god-awful. This one's just best in spot. Now, for our Prestige perk selection, I do take Unyielding Oath first. When charging a ground pound, you become invulnerable to damage for 3 seconds. Now, all you have to do to trigger this perk is just hold down your ground pound for like a split second here, and that will immediately trigger the invulnerability. This gives you a ton of utility against missile can terminators, allows you to fly through things like minigun volley fire or like devourer beams and stuff like that. Really useful to keep you alive, though I will say if you want to use Duelist for perfect block, this does make it easier to like block with your power fist on the block variant, and the perfect parry for fencing and balance is currently bugged on this perk, at least on the heavy class. I'm not sure if it is on the assault, but either way, there are some reports of that, so just keep that in mind. Final perks to take here are Fortitude for a health increase of 15%, and the final perk is Hammer of Wrath. After using your jump pack, you take 30% less range damage and don't lose control of heavy hits and cannot be knocked back for 15 seconds. This is a god tier perk effect. A 30% range damage reduction for just using your jump pack at all is incredible. Like, that's just free damage reduction and no knockback for 15 seconds. That is an eternity in this game, and this perk has completely power crept Adrenaline Boost up here, and that's pretty much all there is for the best assault setup, guys. And you know, I have to say, the assault class is really a top tier class in all game modes currently. This guy bodies operations, he bodies siege mode, he bodies hard strats. You really cannot go wrong on this class like Wings of Flame or Zealous Blow, and hopefully this guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, thank you for watching, take it easy, bye. What the fuck? What the? Uh-huh. He's back.
That pitiful Xenos was but no horrible rot. Shall avenging and your disposal. That was physical right. Tries to reinforce it.
Oh, he knows one attack, just like me. Heavy attack. It's on sale, that's why I'm asking. This game's gonna be free for a weekend. This weekend, I'm pretty sure. They're doing.
Jump pack refuel. Another alien falls to the Imperium's key blade. Another alien falls to the Imperium. We have cleansed the Xenos stain.
Yes, I have to kill these guys. And their ramble bit. Alright, I guess I'm never exiting this area. I guess we're just stuck here forever.
This Ravener is this. Reinforcements will not provide them relief. Xenos hunger is in. Jump pack refueled.
Okay. Now that slog is over. Oh, no, never mind, new horde.
The Xenos infestation is steady. Tyranny. Rat shall break. Avenging angel will dispose of it. That pitiful Xenos is but no horror. I have led this for I am airborne ready.
Okay.
Into the breach once more. This soil shall bear the corpse of a hive tyrant lord.
The Munitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards. Locate enough to demolish the bridge.
Three of them.
A victor hunts. Then jump pack refuel.
Nobody ever expects the third lictor.
The lictor now wears the shroud of death.
Oh my god, that was a good jump. That was a good jump. You did.
Avenging angel will dispose of it. There must be more charges somewhere amongst this confusion. The enemy suffers. Our foes call for aid. We silence their call for aid. What supports still require preparation? No alien trespassers allowed.
Guess we'll find this one. Oh, thank God for that pillar.
Explosive offering prepared.
Oh, I guess I just hit nothing. Okay, cool. We're not gonna do shit there because we don't have enough enemies to actually hit. Or enough clean potential. Alright, we're just gonna bomb you.
The Xenos infestation is spent. I am airborne ready.
Didn't say we're gonna extract our terminals of this patch. The source for something got moved up to patch 14, the updated roadmap. So the source for Terminator is coming next patch.
Bless this desert.
This guy hiding behind me and just shooting me from out of the map.
There must be more charges somewhere amongst this confusion. End that hospitable light. Try to reinforce the The Imperium's hammer rises to strike. Jump pad refuel. Stretch out. Rapid and slow command.
I think he's there. No. I want to
We eliminated
rip that guy.
Avenging angels. What supports still require preparation?
I thought I could just blow him up without even looking at him. I was not that cool.
Rain cleansing we need only await the creature now.
The Hive Titan will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge and lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
I am the righteous storm. Another alien force back to the sea. Prepare.
Streaming all night FTG? Probably. How do you like the siege changes? I did my first normal scene, seemed interesting. Cadence with comm stars at least entertaining. I think it's fun. My only problem with it is honestly the performance. I had like horrific performance using that.
The beast that commands the swarm will arrive here soon.
That's news. Without armor support to tackle a target that big, we may have to bring down the supply bridge.
It is already done, Guardsman.
Is this a withdrawal order?
Negative. The objective is the Hive Tyrant, not the bridge. Defend this position until the Tyranid command unit is executed.
Understood, my lord. May the Emperor guide our lasguns to your support. Incoming! Ready up, 8th! Show the Emperor's angels what we are made of! Left flank! Xenos on the roof!
The vermin have clambered upon the roofs.
is on its way. There is a horde of Xenos between you and it. You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure.
Xenos hunger is insatiable, but the Imperium dominant. Take flight and let terror
Guards over the wall!
I will plug them from the battlements and send them sprawling back into the dirt.
Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos leader beast will be in visual range shortly.
Dude, what can men do against such overwhelming bone swords? He's impossible to kill. He's too powerful. Alright, thank God he dropped down his infinite barrier. Thank God.
I've never seen such an atrocity.
Hold. Give the hive beast a moment. Detonate the charges
I remember how exciting this mission was when I first saw it. Play this game.
Die, beast!
This is Telessa. The ambush was a success. It is not dead.
Enlighten us, Lord Titus.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay. Reports confirm the lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
Our word is bond. This void-spawn behemoth has seen its last day. I would leave it to a lingering death under there were it not still directing the swarm. The Xenos infestation is stemmed. The armory provides.
I love they upped the spawns a bit.
Strike down the
Good
zone
though.
of
They were a bit low for a while on absolute. At least by yourself.
We do not let that one come. Let us terrorize it in our pursuit.
Pursue and eliminate. We will not have a better opportunity to finish it off.
Melt a bomb and end that one's physical life. Right to its forces and that pitiful Xenos was but no horrible blight.
You guys think anyone has unlocked the black cape for any classes? No chance, right? I don't know if it's possible just yet. Red cape definitely is, but
The lictor stalks us. It seeks to prey. I'm airborne ready. And I'm coming. It was right when the world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its powers. That shall pray. Melt them! Fury! Another alien falls to the Imperial's key. Me as an angel of light. Pay no heed to its lurking shadow. We are the hunters here. Xeno, jump pack refuel. Real's hammer rises to strike. I am airborne ready. Avenging angel will expose you. Miriam's hammer rises to strike. The Xenos infestation is stemmed for now. That Ravener shall carve no more scars. This sector is cleansed from tyranny presence. Xenos lurker stamped out. I am airborne ready. Me as an angel of death. The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its carcass.
alright, well.
Brothers, together we go.
A little awkward. They definitely lowered, you can definitely tell they lowered the HP of
Tell us
the
a report.
Neurothropes this patch.
Xenos slinks through the shadows. It will not escape judgment.
Talassa, you cut out. Repeat. Damn it! Nothing is getting through. We are in the dead zone.
The devious tricks of this creature will not deter us. The foolish beast thinks it will escape above ground, but it will not evade my reach.
My war gear is set. Into the breach once more.
If you just want to say thank you for pulling me into this game again, put it down before heroic weapons, siege stratagems were a thing. One day you popped up in YouTube Shorts and watched a couple of clips, see what's up with the game at the moment. Played the more last 2 weeks, and then I did when it released. Hell yeah, man! The game has been way better than it was on launch. Honestly, I don't even know how I even enjoyed it initially. I know comparison's everything, but God, look at that power fist damage. Excuse me. A dangerous spot to be with this rage guy. What I really want to do there is just
We have more punishment to mete out. I feel a storm coming. The monster beckons it. Avenging angel. Now it is nothing more than
that boss can't do shit. That boss is not him.